Good morning, folks. This is Pastor Andy Lake from Liberty Bible Church, and I'm really excited. Our church is getting ready to start meeting again face to face, in person, on a regular basis, not just live streaming. Now, we're going to continue our live streaming and everything, of course, but we're going to be kicking things off June 7th. Now, I know there's a lot of churches that have been meeting for a while, and some churches have not started up yet and won't be starting back up for a while. And I was talking with several different pastor friends, and we were just talking about some of the crazy things that, hoops that we have to jump through. And I wanted to take just a minute after having talked with several of my pastor friends about some of the things that the hoops they're having to jump through, and that their church is having to do, and all of the disinfecting and everything that is taking place. And I just wanted to take a moment and remind folks of something that we easily forget. No church and no pastor has ever gone through what we're going through right now. These are uncharted waters, so to speak. And the deacon bodies, the pastors, all the different church leadership, they're doing the best that they can to wisely approach this. And there's a lot of things that are being requested. There's a lot of things that a lot of different emotions going on. And I know some people are. Like, for example, our church, we put out a listing of guidelines, and these are not rules. These are not hard and fast rules. Please, when churches put out these guidelines like this, just be patient and be gracious, be understanding. All they're trying to do is say, look, we have your best interest at heart. And some churches are requiring the use of face masks. Other churches like ours, we're just encouraging it, and understanding that there are people who think everyone must wear a face mask, but then there are other people that think that this is all overkill and they don't want to wear a face mask. There are some people that feel that they can't wear face masks. Maybe they have emphysema and it's difficult for them to breathe with a face mask on. And so there's so many different issues surrounding things such as the face masks. Some people are more susceptible than others to this, and one of the regulations that has been encouraged to us time and time again has been people of the older age brackets. They're sometimes a little more susceptible to this. So you have different things coming into play with all of this, and understand, like, for example, with our church, if you want to look at ours, what we have, you can go to growinliberty.org/COVID, and there's all the different information right there that you can get a hold of. But for us, we just wanted to try to tell people we have your best interest at heart. Now, here's the thing. If you look, for example, at the part about people over a certain age group, it's encouraged for them maybe to stay home. That is not the heart of the preacher. I can guarantee you that. That is not the heart of the church. No pastor ever wants to tell people, I don't want you to come to church. Things like that are only placed there for guides. So there are some people that maybe they're worried and they're concerned. Well, should I go to church? If you elect to stay home, that's your decision, and no one should think ill of you for the decision that you make. And so please, as I've said many times, as this coronavirus pandemic has been going on, the main thing that we want to be very cautious of is our attitudes, how we respond and how we react. And so please do everything we can within the body of Christ to look for the best Love covers a multitude of sins. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. And so if I find myself looking for a reason to be offended, or if I find myself looking for something to get upset at, I have to ask myself, do I truly love? Am I truly being loving in the situation? And so for all those out there who are not part of our church, I encourage you to support your pastor, to support your church leadership as best as you possibly can. Be encouraging to them. Support one another. If someone in your church feels that they cannot come to church at this time, please give them a grace to make that decision. If someone in your church feels that they should wear a face mask or not wear a face mask, let's be gracious. Let's have the mind of Christ in all of this. And so I encourage you that way. Our church, I've got several of our folks that have already messaged me letting me know they are excited about coming back this Sunday. And please understand, no one is more excited at your church about starting things back up than your pastor. And so this is what pastors look forward to. But we have to cover bases. And so when those guidelines and things like that come out, just understand that they're not telling anybody, I don't want you here. What they're saying is, here's what we're being told, and this is what we're just passing on. Here's the information that we're being given by healthcare professionals, this, that, and the other, and we're just passing that along. If you choose to exercise liberty and not go by those things, that's between you and God. But just know that there's no one saying, I don't want you. That's not the heartbeat of the pastors. That's not the heartbeat of our deacons. I know that our church. That's not our heartbeat. And so I've got a pretty good sneaking suspicion it's not your pastor or your church's heartbeat either. So God bless you. Maintain the mind of Christ, the spirit of unity, and in all things, love. God bless you.